ceremonies that are happening. Whether it's a funeral, whether it's what you call this, a celebration or acknowledgement of our ancestors, siyavunula. We don't get dressed to siyavunula. We put this animal skin, we put it at the back here, ipeshu at the back, and then here we've got umkhaile. It's the same as is quidiness, and I'm showing you the royal one. So as you can see, this one is made from a skin of a puma. You understand? So because I'm from a royal family, mine is got only expensive. This is the only expensive skin because of where I come from. You understand? The royal family, the Mtetwa household. So we call this isnene. Isnene is the middle part, and then we call this injobo. I'm gonna take it down for you so that you see everything. So
wow.
isnene, you put it in front like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the middle one. It's called isnene. This one is isnene, and then the two on the sides, they're called injob. And this is the most expensive skin. It's because of the royal family that I come from. As you can see, I'm wearing Zulu sandals. These are our sandals, so we call them inqableda noma imbatata. So this is what we wear in my family.
It is beautiful.
That's
Is it
beautiful.
soft? Can I touch?
Yeah, you can touch it, definitely.
Ooh.
You can touch it.
It feels like your fur coat.
Yes, it does.
And then
Beautiful.
yeah.
Very soft.
No, you must know more about your culture and be culturally grounded. This is umqaile, another umqaile, the same as this one. And then these ones, we call them ikon. Again, because I'm from a cultural family, it's made out of a skin of a puma and a cheetah. So these ones, we put them here. When there's a cultural ceremony, I'll put umqaile, I'll put ikono, I'll put a band as a belt made out of a puma skin, and then I'll put umgingo. We're gonna go to one my mom. I'm gonna show you more. Umgingo is made out of a puma skin or cheetah skin, and then I'll put ibeshu, isnene in front. I'll put ibeshu at the back. This one goes at the back, and then I'll put upsene. We put this under our knees. You tie it here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is amadava. Amadavata, you put them here. They're like shoes. These were modern shoes before the actual shoes. Yeah.
Okay.
These were our shoes. These were Zulu people's shoes. So now,
Beautiful.
as a man, as a real man must have all of this. You must
Real
have,
man.
yes, a real man. I'm not talking about a guy. I'm talking about a man. A man must have these things. This is a symbol of our culture. This is love for self.
Who makes them?
I'll take you when we go to Wamai.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take you, yeah. I'll take you so that you can see. And then we've got a Zulu mat. We call it ikansi. So this is ikansi. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We put it down on the floor and then we sit down. Yeah. When we are having meetings, you sit down on the floor.
Yeah.
Only a chief or a king or anyone in power will sit on the chair, and then everyone else will sit on the floor. That is it's a sign of respect, and we show compassion, and also that this is a person of higher authority.
Does everyone have their own?
Yes, everyone has their own.
Okay.
When
Remember
you
we
pray,
sat on it.
You kneel down on it, you kneel down like this. Because me, I go to the Shembe church, you kneel down on it, you understand? When you are getting married, they're bringing you your wife. Your wife will be sitting here, and as a man, you'll be standing up as your wife is sitting down there. It's our culture. That's how they do things. And then, so it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things, and then, but people don't know this because now, as I was saying, people are behaving more like Americans.
Yeah.
The reason why we've got people getting sick and people dying every time is because they've slowly lost these things like this, and to them they're like, nah, these are small things. With Jesus, everything is possible. Okay, sure. Go to your Jesus and see if it works out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, these are the things that a Zulu man must have. Me, because I'm from a royal household, it's compulsory.
Mm.
It's compulsory. You must have, when we are having family gatherings, you see me, I come dressed like this, full view.
Fully clothed.
Yes,
Mhm.
full view.
Mhm.
And my brothers, and you'll be shocked. This is nenjobo, nomqhelelona, and ikhona. All these three like this, they go around 30 grand. This is 30,000 rand.
Wow.
Ibheshulel is 2,000 rand.
Mm.
So cultural garments or clothing is more
I
expensive.
see.
Yeah, it's more expensive because you get this for 500 or 1,000 depending on the patterns and the design that you requested.
Mm.
Yeah. So they vary. But you when you've got these things, when it becomes hard, it becomes very tough. I take out this Sami and then I take out impepo. Do you know impepo?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll show you now. Let me just take it there. I'll take impepo. This is called impepo. So when things start to become more challenging, I take out impepo and then I take out Sniff, ugwayi wamakhala. So this is icansi. So I take this ugwayi wamakhala, it's called the Sniff. You put it in your nose and then you sneeze.
Mm.
Yeah, but our forefathers, our great grandmothers, they would smoke this. They put it in their noses and then they would sneeze. You understand? Some for pleasure, some for cultural reasons. So I'll take impepo. This is impepo. You can smell it.
Mm. Mhm.
Do you have a tree like this in the US?
Yeah, I think. Do we?
I don't
Smells
know.
like
Sage?
sage. Yeah.
Sage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They
what
burn
it is,
sages
sage.
and
Yes. So we take this, put it in that bowl, and then you light it.
Mhm.
And when you light it, you call all your ancestors.
yeah.
You call your father. You call your grandfather. You call your great grandfather, his father. All in that order.
Mhm.
And then you tell them your problems. I'm having this problem. Things are not working out. Or I'm having terrible dreams. This, that. In please guide me. Show me the way.
Mhm.
If you are lucky, when you are sleeping, you'll have a dream. They will visit you.
Mm.
If you are not so lucky, the event will just happen before your eyes, and you cannot control it or stop it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do burn sage in
Yeah.
the States, and
Yeah.
they say it's to keep evil
Out
spirits from
evil
us.
spirits,
Yes.
Yeah, evil spirits away.
Yes.
Clean your house.
Mhm.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you must have this. You must have this as well. When I hope you've got some few cents to spare. You must buy this for yourself and take it with you to the US. And when you burn it, you must kneel down. Like you kneel down. You kneel down. You either kneel down. If you are a woman, you sit down. You sit
Okay.
down like this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sit down like this. You take impepo yako. You put it on the bowl, and then this all the wood is from back at home in my house in my grandfather's home. So you take this, you burn it, then you start talking to it. You talk to impepo, you say it as you call it.
Mhm.
And when you're talking to it, then things will slowly fall into place.
So what do you do with the remains?
You just leave it to
The
burn
ashes.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it must burn in the whole house, and the whole house must smell like it to cast out bad spirits or any false attempts.
Mhm.
So that is what a lot of young people and old people are losing in this country, because now
Yeah.
majority they are Christians.
You don't do this.
Yeah. No, in Christianity you don't do this. You don't practice this.
No, because they teach in Christianity that it's wicked and evil.
Yeah, that's
Witchcraft.
what they say.
Yeah.
Imagine your mother dies.
Mhm.
With some Christian churches, you are told when your mother is dead, you cannot look to them as an ancestor or an angel, a guardian angel.
Right.
He's a demon.
Yeah. That's what they teach.
I
They say
cannot-
the dead has no knowledge of the living.
Yeah.
And you must know one thing, Tina, is the Zulu people, we don't pray our ancestors.
Mhm.
We acknowledge them.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
We acknowledge and we remember them.
Mhm.
They left a legacy behind. And the legacy is not having money. Legacy is children. You understand? We are their legacy. So we always call
Okay.
on upon them.
That
We
makes
acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Like they're still alive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
in
Okay,
us.
I understand. You don't pray to them.
You acknowledge
pray
them.
for them.
You acknowledge their presence and their help and their
What they've done in
guidance.
the past.
Yes. And you also pray that wherever they are, you ask God to look out for them.
Sure.
You understand? Because some of them, they died, they were in wars, they were fighting battles, the British war, you understand? And they died in mountains. Some of them, they don't even have graves. You understand?
Right.
So now, when we pray or we're doing ceremonies, what we're actually asking is that wherever they are, we hope that God is shining His light on them. Yes. That is what we do.
Okay.
As the Zulu people, the Bantu. Because these other nations are not.
So Zulu is Bantu?
You must understand one thing. Zulu is a young nation. It's very young.
Okay.
The Zulu people, they're just 200 years old. You understand?
Okay.
The actual nation is Ngoni. So the Ngoni nation is the oldest. Xhosas, they speak Xhosa. I speak isiZulu, Swati, Ndebele. Those nations, they're classified as Ngoni. You understand? Zulu is not even a language, a culture, or in. Zulu is an empire.
Okay.
Yeah. Zulu is an empire. Because even this is Zulu, the Zulu that I'm speaking is not even their own language. It's a language borrowed from Nguni. Zulu doesn't have a language. They're speaking Isingoni. And then they say no, but they classify themselves Guti, I am Zulu. No, there's no Zulu people. The minute the Zulu people create their own culture, their own language, then we would say Zulu people exist. Or even the Xhosa or the Ndebeles. They are all Ngoni people. Yeah. They are all the Ngoni tribe.
Okay. So where does the clicking come in at?
Usually with the
You
Xhosas.
guys click?
Yeah. Yeah. They're the ones that do a lot of clicking.
Okay.
Yeah. With the Zulu people, no.
Can you demonstrate?
Say something clicking.
So that guy is got an X.
If
Yeah.
it means if I'm hungry.
Or when I'm hungry. Yeah.
Okay.
We are gone.
Oh.
Yeah, we are content. You understand, yeah.
See, this is amazing
Yeah,
to me.
we this is all new to us.
It's amazing. And
We've been wanting to hear
the truth.
stuff
Don't
like
worry,
this.
we're gonna go out. We're gonna go to one my mind. There, you'll see things that you'll be like, eh. I hope there you. When you get back home, you'll be like, yeah, no, guys, you know what? We went to KZN. That's like your mini KZN. You know how Chinese have got a Chinese city everywhere?
Chinatown.
A
Yeah,
whole
Chinatown.
city,
Yeah, you know, we've got a Zulu town.
Okay.
In hostels.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a
Is it-
Zulu
is
town
it
everywhere.
far from here?
No, it's not far. The only thing we're just gonna have go on the car. She'll drive, we'll walk.
Okay.
I'm going to ask my mind. Yeah, he knows. So Gogo will drive, Tina will walk.
Okay.
Yeah, so that you see.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But there's a lot. So yeah, once you start understanding all these things, then a lot of things will slowly fall into place.
Yeah.
I know that in America there's a huge identity crisis.
Oh.
And you come here seeking that.
We are.
You understand? And it's unfortunate that when you get here, you find a lot of people that they don't even know.
Yeah.
We met by chance.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
Remember,
We did.
we
We
met
did.
by chance.
We
When we
did.
met, I was with the lady, the Japanese lady, because she was doing a documentary interviews, and that's how we met.
Yep.
And I just happened
He
to be
started talking to
interviewing,
the Japanese
understand?
lady, and that's how we
and
connected.
he heard me say something that was interesting, that I enjoy being here and I want to learn more about the culture.
Yeah.
Yep.
And lo and behold,
He
this here, I hope
invited
you
us.
don't mind us putting it on camera because we
No,
can't
no,
remember
don't-
all of
No,
this.
don't worry.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm a filmmaker. Usually my department is camera department. I'm at the back. You understand? But this is very important because when you go back home, you're gonna show some of these young kids, and
Yes.
they'll start seeking for this. You understand?
Yes.
They'll want to know more. They'll want to ask questions. That's
Yes.
how now we become in touch.
Yes.
We start communicating because of such things.
Mhm.
You understand? So this, I know it's not a problem, but yeah, this is it. I don't know if you've got any questions that you want to ask, or any clarity.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to take it all in right
Yeah.
now.
Those are shoes, original, authentic.
This
They just
we
cover
call
the
it
heel.
Upseng. Oh, I'm a Davat. I mean, Upseng is that one. So now, during the time of our great grandfathers, they used to put this as shoes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It only covers the heel.
Yes, it covers the heel.
Mhm. Well, they didn't wear
Protect
shoes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay,
was
they
looking
didn't
at
wear
I was
shoes.
trying
Yes.
to figure out.
Okay.
No, because they believe your feet supposed to be grounded to the earth.
Yes,
To
you
the
must
earth.
be connected
Yes.
to the earth.
So what's the importance of that? I mean,
It protects your
Purity.
heel.
For example, you must know one thing. The reason why now we're not connected to our ancestors or the earth is because now our ancestors, when they would sleep, there were no beds.
Mm.
They slept on the ground. They were more connected to the earth than we are. You understand? And when they were walking, or when they were running in battles, they were wearing amadavat, not shoes. You understand? They were more connected. That is how they even conquered some of these colonizers. You understand? Even with, it's the same with apartheid. If you look at apartheid in our country, you find out that the group that was very instrumental in fighting the apartheid regime, or they were not mostly affected, is the Zulu people. Zulu people stood their ground.
Good for
They're
them.
like, hey, Matot, hey, no,
We don't play that.
not here. Zulu people, they when apartheid was happening, they went to the mountains. They seeked refuge in the mountains. And in the mountain, I mean, like, as they're in the mountain, they can see their house. They're like, no, there's my house there. And they fought these wars.
Sure.
You understand? So now, when you see this, is exactly what we're talking about when I was telling you that it's very sad that you guys have been here for almost 3 weeks, and they had to show you all the useless places. Those places that have got no meaning. You
Right.
understand? There's nothing you can learn from going to Santin. Santin is a nice city. You understand? But you must understand one thing. Santin is for only a few selected people with money.
Right.
You've got dollars. They want to make sure that you buy as much as you can.
Yeah.
They don't bring you into black markets.
No, they did not even
Because
offer.
they won't do that. They won't do that because they don't want you spending money on people like you. You're taking it back to the white people, as you were saying, Guti, all these shops, you were surprised that in the restaurant, people that are working as black people, but the owners, they are all white.
Always.
That is the reality. So with me, as I was telling you, now what I'm doing is that I want to start my own initiatives. You understand? Where people will come and be comfortable in a place that is orientated by people like them, but people who are aware and acknowledge culture, because that is very important.
Very.
If you're not culturally grounded, no, you're as good as dead.
Yeah.
And funny enough, in South Africa, one thing you must know, a lot of people, as they don't practice culture, when somebody is getting married, a woman is getting married, they want ilobol. You know what is ilobol?
No.
Bridal price.
Mm-hmm.
You pay bridal price.
Yeah.
So now,
Cows
10
and stuff.
cows.
cows and money. Yeah. So in Christianity, there's no lobol.
No, they don't do that.
No, there is no lobola in
No,
Christianity.
not at all.
There's no lobola. In Christianity, remember that Christianity is not even religion.
It's not.
It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
In Christianity, there's no lobola. But now, because it's beneficial to them, because they've got a daughter, no, you must pay lobola for
That's
my daughter.
right.
Yep.
And they take the money.
And then they take the money. And you must understand one thing about lobola. Né? When you pay lobola, that money is not going to be spent on your things that you want.
Put back
You
in the
understand?
business and stuff.
The money that they pay lobola, you go and buy imvunulo, you buy blankets, you buy pillows, you buy all these things are gifts. You understand? So we're going to exchange gifts as families. Yes. I buy you a coat, I buy you boots, I buy you a hat, I buy you a stick. You understand? those are things that we exchange. We it's the same culture, but that is how we exchange vows.
Sure.
Yes. But a lot of people, they don't know that, and they don't understand that. To them, in South Africa, bridal price is a business. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
They're thinking, my daughter's getting married. Hey, at least I'm gonna have more money. My 30,000. You understand? So that is the problem with people losing.
It's lost. It's nothing. So Zulu, is it in other parts of Africa or just South Africa?
Okay, you must know one thing about Ngoni.
Okay.
Because the origin is Ngoni.
Okay.
Ngoni is in 16 countries. Tanzania, they speak Swahili. Swahili is cuts and pastes of Ngoni and the language in Tanzania.
Okay.
In Malawi, they speak Ngoni. In Zim, they speak Ngoni. In Swaziland, they speak Ngoni. So 16 countries. It's Angola, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Lesotho, Nanfuti. Madagascar is part of it.
Madagascar.
Mauritius, Seychelles, and South Africa, and Congo, DRC, Nanfut. All those countries, they've got a language that is called Ngoni. Where did Ngoni originate from? Ngoni originated originally. These people that they say they are Zulus, in origin they're not Zulus. We are Egyptians. The Zulu tribe. Yes.
That's Nigeria.
From Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
Okay.
So we migrated from Egypt to Congo DRC.
Oh.
There was a great migration. They went to Congo DRC. They stayed there for more than 200 years. And then our ancestors, remember the first ones that were from Egypt, they died in Congo. And then they had children. And then their children stayed for more than 200 years. And then they started moving down south in Southern Africa. Then they started spreading. You understand? And then after that migration from Egypt, the greatest migration, it was when they left Congo DRC, they came to Southern Africa. Yes.
Okay.
So that's why when you go to other African countries that are in SADC, you find that with our languages there's some similarities. Like date of birth in isiZulu unyaka noma usuku lokuzalwa. In Swahili they say dalia kuzaliwa, which is similar to usuku lokuzalwa.
Whatever you said.
Yes. Date of birth.
Oh.
Yes. So it's either unyaka noma inyanga yokuzalwa. Unyaka is the year, inyanga is the month, usuku is the day.
Okay.
You understand? But in Swahili they say dalia kuzaliwa, which means date of birth.
Okay.
The same as Xhosa.
And the same as Xhosa, yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Good.
Am I leaving something out? Is there anything we add? Am I leaving anything out? So yeah.
So she was asking Nigeria. Is that totally different?
Nigeria is different. They've got they are very, very wealthy when it comes to culture. They are they're very fortunate. As much as we've got a few Nigerians that also behave like Americans, but one thing I love about Nigerians is that they stay true to self. You understand? They don't compromise.
I heard they were pretty arrogant.
They are.
They said not arrogance, confidence.
Confident is what they said.
No, that's what they say. But
it's arrogant.
Yes, arrogant.
That's what they say.
So you must understand one thing with Nigeria, which is something that we respect. Nigerians, they're the only people in the world that don't work for a white man. You've got a doctor. A doctor leaves home, or a doctor in political science or any other faculty, goes anywhere in the world, starts and opens a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a
We have a lot of doctors from Nigeria in the States.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
A lot. A lot.
So they just open their own shops, and I respect that about Nigerians because it shows how confident they are. Had all Africans had that kind of confidence, it would be very far.
Because we did our ancestry DNA, African DNA, and it's the Fulani tribe and the Yoruba.
which one?
Fulani and Yoruba.
I know Yoruba.
Yeah, they said we're
Yoruba,
from.
yes, is Congolese Yoruba.
They say that's what they told us. Nigeria, from Nigeria, Fulani and Yoruba.
Yes,
Is
it's
it-
the Congolese.
And he's from Cameroon.
Cameroon. So if
Yeah.
because Cameroon is also the Guani people.
Oh.
So if you are from you are dated back to the Yoruba and the thing. Yoruba is Nigerian. Is Nigerian. It means ukuthi remember what it because they count how many ancestors.
Right.
There's a DNA of Congolese and then there's a DNA of Nigerians. But with Nigerians, we don't have the full facts about their history
Right.
and heritage, where they come from. But we just know which there's a Nigeria or a Biafra out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but black people born originally, especially with the Zulu people, which are Ngonis, they are Egyptians. They come from Egypt. Yeah.
See, they don't tell you that.
No, they won't tell you
They
that.
never. They don't.
No, they won't tell you that.
There's a documentary called Hidden Colors. It states all of what you just said.
Yeah.
That like most South African people come from Egypt.
Yeah.
It's called Hidden Colors.
Hidden colors.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
The
So-
only thing they will tell you is about Mandela.
South Africa
Yeah.
basically started in 1994.